So we're going to talk about trend shifts real quick. It really is a simple indicator. Version 2 is more complex, but this is really good for stopping you from getting into early or late entries, right? So we like to use the first light beacon as our support, right? So we get price. Here's an example right here of an entry. So this right here you might want to take, but you didn't take it off of a key level, right? So here we are on an end cap on the first light beacon right here, and um we get a trend shift signal right there. See that? We've crossed through and we get our blue triangle. So you could take this entry here, and then where's your risk? Well, your risk is the zone because that's what it rejected, right? And then what are we targeting? Where we can target another FLB zone up here, or we can go for a 2 to 1, or we can try to target this zone up here. Whatever you're comfortable with trying to get to, right? Obviously, we're going to try to make the most we can make, but um, we get this rejection, and then here we go. So, and then we've got our risk down there. So we're not touching nothing. We're not playing with nothing. And then we get another signal right here that's breaking off away from this zone. So that's a good thing. So we're letting it run. We're letting it run, and we're getting our pullbacks. And then the next time we get a signal bounce off of one of these other zones, that's a good time to start trailing, or it just breaks up and just takes profit. So that is trend shift real quick. That's like an introduction to it. I love this indicator. This is one of my indicators, the main ones that I use, but I use it in confluence with our under other indicators, and it will give you really good entries to scalp, or even if you go into higher time frames, you can swing trade with it. So you can set this to whatever time frame you have built in up here, and so there's the 15 minutes. So you're getting really good entries um, from trends that are breaking based on higher time frames. And I'm using a 2 minute Heiken Ashi candle here. I love Heiken Ashi. Just makes my life so much easier. But if you look at these crossovers and breaks, and then you can actually trail this down if you want to. Um, and that is the introduction to trend shift. Again, it's very simple. You got one setting, time frame. I like the 2 minute Heiken Ashi with 3 minute time frame because I am a scalper at heart and I scalp with this.